This is May 2nd, and this is what's growing in my garden right now. Poppies started blooming. The first one was yesterday. I just love poppies. There's lots of stuff in here. This is so crowded right in here. But then it all dies back by July. The bulbs go dormant, the poppies go dormant, and the loosestrife here, it gets all browns, all done blooming, and I usually cut it to the ground. Here's some blue grape hyacinths. They're almost done. And there's some different kinds of roses in here. And sedum right here. I think this has red flowers on it later on in the year. Here's some other different kinds of sedum. Here's some hen and chicks. This is a horrible weed you don't want. I don't like that one either. It is over here too. This is bindweed, don't want it. This is honeysuckle. Trumpet vine growing in here. You can see the trumpet vine is growing clear over here to this other side of the arch of the swing. And I'm afraid it's going to jump over here to the flower bed now. So I need to get rid of it before it does that, or else I'll have to be pulling weeds all the time to keep it out. Here's a rose here. Here's some tall Oriental hybrid lilies right there. There's a lot of these daylilies. Every now and then I go through and I thin out a lot of daylilies. This here is yellow cerise queen. It has like a red crested flower on it. And this is globe allium. I just put this in here last year. And you can see there's quite a bit of it in here. Here's some more of it here. Some lilies here. I think that's a nice big trumpet-shaped lily, if I remember correctly. These are creeping phlox I just planted here this year. A few more tulips still blooming right there. This is catmint right here, I believe. These are peonies. I like these peonies because they have the red flower, or the yellow centers with the red flowers. And there's a few more tulips. And here's some lilies. I think that's a tiger lily. And here's some phlox growing in here, tall garden phlox. That is. Never planted it though. These are spring flowers. They have nice yellow flowers on them in the spring. They're called winter aconite. Here is Solomon seal. It's a nice little wallflower I really like. There's some more lilies in here. Some tall Oriental hybrid lilies. Of course, daylilies. This is bee balm right here. It'll be tall with red flowers on it. There's some variegated dogwood in there. More tulips. And there's a peony growing right there beside the bird bath. Oh, this is coral bells here. Columbine right there. This is columbine right here. And coral bells there. Oh, here's columbine all over. Must have reseeded all over the place in here. This is bird in the bush. It's all done blooming. These are cone flowers right here. Look at all the ants eating on the peonies, trying to get them open. Look at all these tall Oriental hybrid lilies, hardy lilies. More catmint here. This is a hardy geranium here. Here's another hardy geranium I just planted last year. More lilies. This is Sweet William and the loosestrife put together, the red and yellow. This is a nice yellow lily. It's called a lemon lily, and they'll have flowers clear up here taller than the mailbox. Here's some poppies I moved over here. They're all over the place. I just moved one and now there's several of them here. This is Lily of the Valley here. This is so pretty. There's more of them over here. Last of the tulips blooming. American violets, coral bells, Brunnera. I love the Brunnera with the variegated leaves and the blue flowers all over it. This is more coral bells down in there. These are ostrich ferns right here. There's a tulip down in there. Now here's some columbine that's blooming. Like that one that's over there, that wasn't blooming though. But this one here is blooming. See what a pretty flower that is? Here's bluebells, almost done blooming. These are hostas over here. This is a honeysuckle bush I need to dig up. The tulips are almost all done. Here's one that's just coming up. Well, the lilies are just coming up. Look at those. This is another coral bells plant right in here. This is one that's been here a lot of years, so it's pretty big and old. Here's a hardy geranium just starting to bloom. It's been here for several years too. There's some English bluebells down in there. I don't know what this daisy-like flower here is. Well, unless that's a windflower. This looks like a Grecian windflower right there. There's lots of hostas and ferns in this bed, and tulips, and there's even some peonies over there. And here's bleeding heart right here. It's been bleeding now or blooming now for a couple of weeks. The daffodils are all done blooming now. Well, I think that's about it. Here's some more Virginia bluebells. Last thing. Oh, I'll talk to you next week, and I hope you like my garden. And if you do, please subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to you later on. Bye.